My name is Cheems. You can also call my future self Boss. Today might be the most special day of my life. Also, don't know for what reason. I encountered something that was beyond comprehension.
You this guy nerve are really big enough. The blood moon has only been over for a few days. Aren't you afraid of death?
Were all these monsters killed by you? Why did you save me?
Kill them and save you have what connection? I don't want to get involved in saving people. Just the variant that attacked you. It happens to be the target I'm going to clean up. That's all.
Anyway, thank you saved my life. I'll find a way to repay you later.
In the future, just based on your current physical condition, will you make it through the next day? Besides, if my guess is correct, you don't have the ability to awaken yet.
How did you know?
There is no need to be so vigilant. It is my ability to observe. Your aura is very different from that of others.
The eyes are closed. Is this guy blind? I don't think you are a talkative person either. There must be some purpose, right? Just talk about it.
Don't bother with the twists and turns. I have a rather bad temper, but not to the extent that they cost lives. Like you, this didn't ability and whole body is hurt. Staying outside is surely like waiting to die. I can lead you to a relatively safe place, under the simple wound dressing source. Already unconscious? No wonder. Losing blood like this makes it so far. It's already a miracle. Must take treatment as soon as possible. There can be no more delay.
Hong is my since the end of the outbreak, the first good person I met. He is honest, unhypocritical, and bold. I have never seen such an outstanding person. Grateful, shocked, jealous. Ever since I saw him, this complex emotion has been circling in the heart. But anyway, he's the one I'm most grateful for, right? It is precisely because of his help I was able to come back from hell alive. He has always been my most respected person, no matter when. Where is?
This is my temporary resting place. I see you're unconscious from blood loss, so brought you here and patched you up. Don't worry, there's nothing serious now.
How long have I been in a coma?
2 days.
It's already been 2 days. I might have already asked this question, but I still want to ask again. Why did you save me?
Because I think you are a good person. That's all.
Is that so? I haven't heard that in a long time. Such an answer gives. That day, I talked with Hongren for a long time. He didn't want to reveal too much their origins. It only indirectly mentioned his own experience. His loved ones were mutilated by the variant. Both has thus lost their sight. Now he can maintain normal life. Completely depends on his ability to awaken. Hongren is able to manipulate a mental force similar to wind. He can spread it out like a radar to replace the function of one's own eyes. Although I don't have ability, can't understand the rationale behind this, but one thing I can be sure of, Hongren is very strong, stronger than everyone I've met. The monsters that make me restless, he can crush it easily. If I want to continue to survive in this city in the future, Hongren's protection is the best choice. But I know I'm just a liability. Most survivors of the apocalypse awaken their abilities, and I'm a complete oddity. Once such a thought emerged in my mind, previous experiences will involuntarily come flooding back. Let me subconsciously to chew them. Time stands still to the point where it feels suffocating. My brain is almost unable to think. The words of request were on the tip of my tongue, but I can't say it.
Just follow me from now on. I haven't seen a normal person in ages. Just also can talk.
Won't you think I'm a burden?
Most people are burdensome for me, so I don't really care about this matter.
But...
Alright, you know that yourself. You won't survive a few days out like this. These mutants have been constantly evolving. And how long can you still hide? I don't like to make false claims. Since I approve of you, this busy, I will certainly help to the end. Get mentally prepared in advance. There will be less time in the future.
In this way, Holmgren offered to help me. It gives me a place to rest in the midst of this apocalypse. The days ahead were even busier than I had expected. Holmgren always takes me on a constant patrol. We gradually got a clear picture of the terrain of City C, learned about the city's various routes. He taught me a lot about survival and fighting. It helped me a lot. Let me not tremble with fear when facing the mutants. First, third, 10th. These rare experiences have made me more comfortable in the end. Holmgren and I have also become increasingly in tune with each other. Unconsciously, we became close friends with each other, willing to put their back to the other party. Such days lasted for a long time, until an accident occurred. We encountered a mutant with intelligence. Holmgren was caught off guard by a sneak attack.
Don't mind me. Run quickly. How far to run? You definitely can't handle this guy.
It's the first time I've seen Holmgren look like that. He turned a deaf ear to his own wounds, instead of worrying about my safety. I also knew that my pistol could do no harm to it. But somehow, the self that should be trembling with fear, now the body is unexpectedly calm. I didn't even feel angry. Just in that split second, my brain seems to be connected with a substance. Fused together, eerie feelings swept through my mind. Just like this. My ability was thus born. When I came to my senses, the variant in front of me is already a puddle of minced meat. Fortunately, I didn't hurt Holmgren in the slightest. He seemed to be impressed by my abilities. A look of surprise appeared on his face. In the days that followed, I took advantage of the gap between Holmgren's wounds, constantly testing one's own abilities. I find the characteristics of my ability. It seems to be related to time. I can control my time velocity with others. It can even pause a small area of time. Such a power cannot be overpraised by miracles. Different thoughts flooded my mind. Since God has bestowed upon me such ability, should I do something for oneself, or perhaps for someone else? I told Holmgren my thoughts. He suggested that I recruit some capable people, establish a human organization with City C as the core. This not only maximizes the safety of the survivors, it can also clean up surrounding cities more efficiently. After finalizing the plan, Holmgren and I began to search for a suitable place to build base. Benefit from our frequent troubleshooting experience. Center in the city of C soon found a suitable place. We built the earliest prototype of the base together, finalized the personnel list and allocation, but just as I started planning to recruit, Holmgren suggested to me the idea of quitting.
To be honest, I'm really not good at dealing with people, so it is more repulsive to places where people gather. Feel free to call me again if you need help in the future. I will always live near that stronghold.
After a long time together, I understand that Holmgren said his truth. He doesn't like to deal with people, so I didn't try to stay. Exchanged our flare guns. Make sure the other party gets there when someone is in danger. In this way, we successfully took the first step to set up a base. Thanks to the ability to control time, almost nothing in the end can threaten me. I began to secretly observe people of good ability and good character, and introduce them to the base at the right time. Zhou Xiao, Lao Wu with Xiao Wu, Lu Tao, Xiao Zizai, Doctor. In this way, the base has been growing in size. It grew from a few people to hundreds. We cleared the area near the base, and the most basic living facilities were built. It is not difficult to develop a base, but my ambition may go far beyond this. Maybe it's because you got to know the people at the base. They always give me a glimmer of hope to keep on living. I want to keep extending this beauty, rather than a brief flash in the pan. Even now the base is enough to shelter them. But what if some kind of accident occurs? A few hundred people is far from enough. Must set up a large enough human community, gather all the survivors together. Only in this way can we have the capital to resist risks. In this way, we began a large-scale recruitment. Nearby are concentrated in the sea near the city as much as possible, but the number was still far from sufficient. Although we had already understood how to deal with the mutants, the survivors are still mixed. But right now I don't have that much energy to think about it either. There were still many things to do, and time was far from enough. I began to further plan the positions of the base, and selected a number of excellent people responsible for the management of off-staff. The environment of the last days is particularly stressful, and proper rest is necessary. I then asked Xiao Wu and others to take charge of the activities at the base. When the work wasn't too busy, I organized several activities. How to say, this was the first time I saw everyone so happy. Although there was still a long way to go, I was becoming more and more excited about the future. With such a group of people, perhaps all kinds of difficulties can be overcome. Just when I thought everything was looking up, the doctor told me of an unusually desperate study. He found that both Doomsday and Power were born from the same substance. This means that increased capacity is directly linked to the risk of mutability. We are all dying slowly. The doctor named this substance foul. This filth originated from that planet in the sky. It is the chief culprit behind the birth of this anomaly. According to the doctor, the filth will fuse with the body. Once it can't bear it, it will be considered abnormal, and those who can bear it will awaken different abilities based on its constitution. The later the awakening, the stronger the ability. Degree of physical alienation will also become increasingly severe, even if no changes have been shown in the body yet. But along with the continuous intake of filth in the air, mutation is only a matter of time. In the subsequent period of time, I began to try in doctors to build a complete knowledge system, distribute the doctor's research in the form of a manual, educate survivors about the concept of obscenity, and it strictly labels risky behaviors that accelerate mutation. Gradually, this knowledge about filth became like common sense, spread out among the crowd. We also further transformed the core concept of the base. No longer recruit a large number of outsiders. Instead, gather as many medical and research facilities as possible. A huge research center has been established within the base, and bring in survivors with medically relevant experience to help doctors do more in-depth research. The entire base in order to ensure that exploration and clearance can be maintained. All resources were devoted to the research in the laboratory. The doctor's ability greatly accelerated the progress of the experiment. Let the truth of the substance of filth gradually be revealed before us. It can be deeply bound to the body and the brain, completely rewrite our physical structure. We managed to cope with the current variants. But if one day, what if humans like me and Holleran also mutate? The only way out is to develop an antidote. For this, I often began to entrust Lao Wu and Joe Benson often collect different types of variants for research. To be honest, I'm very scared. Maybe it was the accident that stimulated me. I don't want to die for no reason. There are still many things waiting for me to handle. There are still many people I need to protect. All along, I have regarded the base as dividing line of my life. It has built the meaning of my vita. I mustn't let this place be destroyed in an instant. So for me, developing an antidote is necessary, no matter what the cost is. We began to abandon all the work at the base, pour all the manpower into the development of the antidote, benefit from the doctor's restless research. The drug is progressing extremely well. Few months then develop relevant inhibitors. Although the side effects are huge, but all of us feel that this is a historic step. With the increasing demand for the development of antidotes, we have to start looking for those rare variants. To avoid wasting precious time, I decided to assemble all the elite forces in the base, form a search team to ensure the success rate of the capture, and I privately got in touch with Holleran, decided to explore the core area where the risk was extremely high. It will be my life the most regret decision. On that very day, I met the inner core of the planet. When Holleran and I went to search this place, for the ability of trust each other, we chose to split up. I was in charge of exploring an abandoned building. There seems to be something in this building that attracts me. Let me involuntarily forward deep. When I came to my senses, I've already touched that core. I don't know how long I was unconscious. Even after waking up, I didn't think about this question. I only remember that there was one thing on my mind. It told me to go back. I hardly hesitated at all, began to fight desperately in the direction of the base. I don't even know why I did it, just felt I had to go back. When I arrived at the gate of the base, a strong smell of blood welled up in my nostrils. It makes me tremble uncontrollably. I tried hard to comfort myself, think of it as blood from the corpse horde. In this way, I tremble to open the door. What greets me? It's a lot of dead bodies.
Let me see what's going on.
Excluding the doctors who are on duty outside, no one survived the entire base. Although I have never met the murderer, but I clearly know whose fault is all this. Most of my memories were taken from me by that core. It uses this memory and filth to give birth to a new life. I'll call it the Matrix. It took me 20 years of memories and the vast majority of capacity. This made me forget most of the things with Hongren. Also almost lost all emotions, become not sad, not happy. From the moment the base was destroyed, I thus developed two kinds of obsessions. First, protect the remaining survivors at the base well. There must be no more casualties among them. Second, kill the mother at all costs. Revenge for dead people. I understand that this disaster happened because of me, so I want to do everything I can to atone. In order not to make others worry, I put on sunglasses to hide the changes in my eyes. In the days after the collapse of the base, I began to lead the rest of the survivors around the edge of City C, search for the traces of the intelligent variant. Because that core did not absorb it thoroughly, some of its fragments remained in my body. This transformed me into an intelligent mutant, and a mutant with a core. All can enhance themselves by devouring their own kind. I must enhance myself through this approach. This is the only way for me to kill my mother. So we wandered around the edge of Sea City for nearly half a year. Finally, in the ruins of an underground, traces of intelligent variants have been found. This is an individual who was born naturally by chance. Its filth has not yet been contaminated by its mother. That's why I made it a target for my own devouring, and stationed inside the ruins. After a long journey, members of the base also need a period of rest. Although people have an inadequate base, but we are still running with the same framework as before. Clean and inspect the environment of the new base. Inquire about the routes and conditions of City C. We also saved the doctor's former patient on the way. I understand that the Matrix doesn't give us much time, so I have to make myself more urgent. Thanks to the retention of core capabilities, I almost speed up my time every day. Only in this way can these tasks be completed in a short time. The only downside to this approach is that it shortens life, but I don't care at all anymore. Compared with life, I have more important things to be done, from the core to the devouring and on the way to the base site. Also consider in the plan, I must think over and over again in every detail, ensure the safety of all people's lives. The tragedy of the past must never be repeated. We have lost too much. By September, all the plans were in place. Just as we were about to kill the mutant at the base, I felt the tearing of my maternal consciousness. The vast majority of memories form an independent entity, forcibly detached from the mother's consciousness. I don't know if this is a good thing for us. The content of the short memory can transfer is limited. If only a second mother was born, that would probably undo the current plan. But I still want to have a try. Just like that thought that once lingered in my heart. It wants me to go there again. I'm not clear about the truth of the matter. It can only be faintly felt. The one who is separated, perhaps is not the boss. Nor is it the mother's body, but it's that naive and ignorant one. Cheems,